Welcome to the interview. Tell me a little bit about yourself. Let's start there.
Oh boy, that's like a very loaded question. I'm like, I have all sorts of things I could tell you
It's
about
it's
myself.
it's very loaded, of course.
Yeah. I guess I will start with how we met, which was Facebook
Okay.
I know we kind of got acquainted through a very specific Facebook group, and possibly talking about the services I offer, but I offer copywriting coaching services.
Okay.
It's a very done with you support. So anybody who is already has like a marketing strategy that they love, they're doing master
Mhm.
classes, they're doing outbound, generating outbound leads, so they're doing DMs.
Uh-huh.
I help them get more inbound leads through their content. And so we really focus on getting into the many nuanced angles, ideas of their offer, and really clearly connecting the dots for their audience on how specifically their support can help their audience. So a lot of the best way to describe it, a lot of the questions that someone might ask you on a sales call, like, well, how would you help me? Like, how
Yeah.
specifically would you help me? I'm like, well, let's just put that in your content. So that's what I help them do. It's a much more nuanced approach to content, but it really helps with building trust much faster, getting clients much faster because it's all up front and center and they don't have to ask you.
Yeah, it's interesting. Like in previous lives, early on, I've been in the like software industry. That's where I started out of college, and I
Mhm.
didn't know anything about copyright. I didn't even know what that word meant.
Yeah, I
And then
didn't either before I started my business almost over like 5 years ago now.
and then you start learning what it is, and then like everything that you consume at that point, you're like, this is
Yeah,
copyright. They're trying
it's
to
copy.
they're getting
Yeah.
me. They got the emotion part. They're telling me my objective. They're getting me a little bit of panic. Like there's only four spots left.
That is what I don't teach, though. I do not teach that
I,
approach. There is no false urgency. I'm not into the smoke and mirrors marketing. Mine is very like straightforward, straightforward. A lot of people they actually message me and they tell me like how they love that my content lacks this emotional charge.
yeah.
I think a lot of people they're not because I don't like buying out of an emotional charge. I've been able to distinguish that
Oh
myself
yeah.
and I'm
Oh
like,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, because
So,
you feel it, right? Because you're like,
yeah.
oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
Yeah.
That's terrible. I need this. And they're, oh, hey, hold on a second. They're just blowing
Yeah,
smoke.
exactly.
And then
Exactly. So,
and I'm a type of person when they say there's five spot left or there's only open till tonight, I will always check the next day. Like,
yeah,
hey, you were
you're like,
lying.
no, it's never like that.
You were lying.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, cool.
Aside
So,
from business though, and like how we met, you could kind of call myself like a little bit of a dirt bag. I live in a small mountain town. I'm outdoors all the time. I mountain bike, I whitewater raft, kayak.
where do you live?
Sometimes live out of my car for fun.
Where is it that you live?
I live in Salida, Colorado. It's I want to say 3 hours or so south of Denver. It's like a town of like 6,000 people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Denver ha is one of the states that I have recently checked out the box that I went. My daughter lives there, so I think it was
Oh, in Denver?
yeah, in
Oh,
Oc
very cool.
October I went and visited her, and we went to Red Rocks and saw a concert, and
Gotta go to Red Rocks. Very
yeah.
cool.
So
That's
I'm
awesome.
in the Seattle area, so
I'm trying to move. Everybody I'm talking to, they're like, I'm in Seattle. I'm looking to move to Bellingham this summer.
oh, okay,
If you
yeah.
have any insight or whatever it is, like, I will take it.
Given what I know about you, just briefly, you'll probably fit in fine there.
Okay, cool.
It's a,
Very cool.
it's more, it's not a big city. There's
Yeah.
lots of outdoors there. We always kind of call them the granola people up there. It's where
Okay.
Western Washington University is, and it's kind of known for that kind of, I don't know, lots of Birkenstocks walking around there, I guess.
Okay. I think I could vibe with that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the only thing to know about that is that so I don't know how much you know about the weather in Seattle.
I know it's rainy.
It's everything is just a little bit worse in Bellingham.
That's what I'm picking up on. That's why I'm like, I'm gonna dip my toes in and I'm just like going for the summer. Just
Okay.
like get a
Well,
new fresh perspective. I've been in like this little bubble here for the past decade. The sun is always out, though. That is nice, but
That
yeah,
is
we'll
that
see.
is the bright thing in the sky, right? That comes out
Yeah.
every once in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll
So
see.
yeah, that'll be cool. Yeah, and I don't know how much you pay attention to the world. We had a bit of an exciting day here yesterday in Seattle. So we won the Super Bowl.
Oh, I actually did watch the Super Bowl, but I didn't know who was playing.
Yes, we
I
won.
was at the Super Bowl party for the food.
Yeah, that's usually what happens there too.
Oh, well, congrats.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
Especially since the last one we played in, we lost in a very sad, dramatic fashion, and I think we were all kind of down on that. So we got the win this time, so that's cool.
Okay. Yay. Woo, football.
Well, cool. Well, tell me about this piece of paper that's on your wall behind you there. What's that used for?
That is my sticker tracker. That is
Okay.
how it's essentially how I manage my day. I've got
Okay.
all my categories split up.
Okay.
Typically, it's not all business, but it's like life and business.
Yeah, yeah.
But like I've got like morning meditation, journaling, sweat, move, sport, read, paint, friend time, walk, direct outreach, group engage, Facebook connects, weekly email, writing. So it's like all
Okay.
written out, and basically when I get a task done, I get a little reward and I get a sticker, and that's how I do my life and get my things done. Otherwise, I won't do them.
Have you tried to do it on a computer?
No, never. My brain can't, my brain just does not work like that. I finally actually hired somebody who is helping me have systems.
Okay.
What that means, I don't know yet. I'm gonna figure it out.
Interesting.
I'm year 5 in business, and
And no,
I
systems
just
is
have like things in random places, and I know it doesn't benefit me, so that's why I was like, okay, I think I need someone whose brain operates and thinks like that, who can come in, do it all for me, teach me how to keep it like that, and build off of that moving forward. So
are, are,
eventually, it will be a thing. The sticker tracker is always going to exist, though.
yeah. So are you going to keep them away from technology and the systems, or
What's that?
are you going to keep them away from technology and not pull more technology into your life for these systems, or
I think what they're gonna mainly do is like come into like my Google Drive and like
okay?
get everything organized, and like all the things that relaying it to business, like the things you do like day in and day
Uh-huh.
out that you might want to like kind of have like a folder for maybe.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I don't.
Okay.
So they're gonna like,
Okay.
but my brain also doesn't like think like, oh, you do this same thing every single, like I obviously have the awareness, but like I don't quite
Right.
know how to make it work for me so that I actually do it. So they're gonna help me do it and get it all set up on my laptop for me, and then hopefully I'll do it.
Interesting. Yeah, then hopefully you'll do it.
Yeah. I'm the creative. I like to write. I like to come up with ideas. I love to help people implement the ideas. But when it comes to the tech, the systems, the strategy, I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, like I mentioned, I've been in the tech industry for a long time. That was how I started my career, and so I know a lot about it. And honestly, I know why it's bad.
Yeah.
It is. It's bad. Like there's just like it doesn't it's like, hey, if you understand how file folders work, then
Hmm.
we've created an electronic file folder. And that's been the
Yeah.
same paradigm for the last 40 years. Like,
Yeah.
how many people actually have a file folder anymore? Nobody.
Oh, I don't know. I don't.
I don't. I used to.
Yeah.
I don't.
No,
What we
not
have,
me.
what we have are these Google Drives where we need to put things together and we need
Hmm.
to have them organized. And there's things that you store for a long term and things that are, next action and all that. And computers, the software just hasn't like done that. It hasn't done a
Yeah.
good job. You try to search for something like it doesn't,
Yeah.
it doesn't.
You
If you,
should see my desktop right now. It's insane. It's insane.
I would show you mine, but this is being recorded. So
Yeah.
I specifically, so I have like a standing desk And
Yeah.
when I do these interviews, I lift the desk up so the camera doesn't see anything that's on the desk,
Yeah.
and hopefully nothing falls over and so on. Uh,
That's fair. I have a standing desk that's standing that has been now my bookshelf. So I'm coming to you from the couch.
Couch is comfortable.
Yeah.
So about copywriting, what do you think of, have you seen AI copywriting?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
What do you think of that? Is it going to replace you?
I don't think it could, no. Because the best way I describe it is like AI is not steering the ship for you. Like you are the one steering the ship. Like so you can only tell it to do what you know. And you aren't getting that outside perspective on how to make your content better. And like, yeah, the AI I'm sure can help you really blast things out and get more volume. But I guess for the people that I mainly support, they're really trying to sell their higher priced packages,
Uh-huh.
which is more one-to-one based or small group coaching. And that requires a relationship. It requires going deep with your audience. It requires a lot of connection. It requires so much trust for someone to invest that much money into coaching and working with you. And when they can read your, I mean, I feel like you probably can relate. Like you can read something and you know it's AI
Oh,
and
100%.
immediately, yeah, immediately like even if you might know this person, it like puts this like wall in front of you and it's almost like you just like automatically stop trusting them as much. No. And I've had so many coaches that whose content I loved reading, who it really like brought me a lot of like joy and like got me like I guess you could kind of bring it that emotional charge in, but like more lit
Yeah,
up. I was
yeah.
like, "Oh my gosh, I
Correct.
love reading their content." And then it was so noticeable when they started using AI and I was just like, that was just such a bummer. Like such a bummer because I loved reading what they were putting out, you
Yeah.
know?
Well,
So I really don't think it could replace. I mean, I will be honest when I say like it got significantly harder to get clients when AI came out. I won't deny that. But I think a lot of it, it's running its course right now. A lot of people are recognizing
I,
like, hey, if I was having a hard time getting clients from my content to begin with, AI actually didn't help me. You kind of have to learn that skill yourself first, and then you can find ways to use AI to
yeah,
compound off of that.
correct. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I think AI is fantastic, and it literally, every year is going to be like it's 10 times better,
Oh,
right? And
absolutely.
and I do think that people will start to see good AI, and they'll start to see that it can write like you,
Hmm.
but now especially it's terrible. Like
Yeah.
people aren't even using it to the best of its ability now, and
Oh,
you can
definitely.
just totally tell it. They're just
Yeah.
generating a bunch of garbage almost, right?
Yeah. When I
Yeah.
think too, like there's also the human element and the human connection. Like I think there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be like, I'm all about AI. I only want to do AI. But there are also going to be a huge population of people that are like, I want a human in my corner. I want to work with humans. I want that outside perspective from another person. I want a co-creator. I want a collaborator, someone that like I can actually talk to and have a conversation with. And although I do create content that kind of like gets into the nuance of AI and what it can't do, I focus most of my majority of my attention on speaking to the people that know that they don't
Yeah.
want to use AI.
Yeah. And it's gonna people who have actual skills like the
Yeah,
copywriting, the software development,
yeah,
even financial things like that. Those I think those skills are going to be even more valuable when the mundane stuff. Like even I would say your Google Drive, you could probably get AI to help you with that, right?
probably.
But it would be after you understood it, right?
Yeah,
You wouldn't
exactly.
like have the AI create the system and go, "Hey, look, the AI is running your world now." You'd be like, "Hey, what is the system? How does it
Yeah,
work? What are the steps? And what parts can I don't need to do that."
yeah.
Right?
That's what I need, and that's why I hired someone to help me do it. I don't
That's
even know how to ask AI. I don't wouldn't know how to ask it what to do.
yeah.
That's
But I
the
think
thing.
correct, and I think you're taking the right approach, right? It shouldn't
Yeah,
be I need AI to solve this problem. I should be I need to solve a problem or I need things to get better. And
yeah,
if AI could help, well, that's kind of a secondary thing. So
hmm,
that's a good approach. Interesting.
yeah.
Well, cool. It's
It's funny because I won't say I'm not like anti-technology at all. Like technology is amazing, but I have a very hard time for being having an online presence like I do in my
hmm
business relying on the online social worlds. I have such strict boundaries with um you could call it social media, technology in general.
Yeah.
No apps exist on my phone. I'm on my laptop for on Facebook and all that for max 1 hour a day. I go Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Don't know what's going on in the online world at all. Don't know what's going on in the online world outside of my business because I just post and then I do my engagement and I do my DMs and then I'm off. So I have very strict boundaries around social media, technology in general, because there's just so much life to live outside of it, and I live in such a beautiful place.
Yeah. I
So,
know. You don't want to be one of those people that just stares at your phone all the time. Like
no, absolutely not. But I will say I used to be. I remember like probably in my late teens, like 2021, my screen time, I remember it being like 7 hours a day. And now most days it's like 45, 50 minutes, and that's it. And that's
Yeah.
all I want.
Yeah. Because there's no human in there, right? There's
Yeah.
no life, there's no nature, there's no exploration.
Yeah. And
Like,
what a awful place to be where you like genuinely feel like you can't leave your phone alone at home and like leave because like you feel like this separation anxiety from it, like you can't go without it. Like I used to feel that every day and I'm like, I don't want to feel like that ever again in my life. And it feels good to not feel that.
yeah. Well, even too, I mean, you talk about copywriting and marketing, you know, all the social media, it's not there to, first of all, be very social.
Hmm.
It's
Yeah.
also not there to, pique your interest and expand your horizons. It's there to give you the content that you want to see, and it knows that will get you wrapped up and not get out. That's
Yeah,
it. That's what it's doing, right?
exactly.
It's
It
sucking
really
like,
is.
oh, that's interesting. Oh yeah, I'm all about that. Your point of view will figure out everything you like and
Oh yeah.
and just feed it to you over
I
and
get it.
over and
Every
over.
every now and then Facebook will get me with a really cool, like you get the Facebook Reels.
Uh,
I like to watch a lot of kayaking videos and it'll show like some crazy like white water, like someone sending a waterfall, and I'm like, "Oh, I want to click on that so bad." But I know if I click on it, I'm just gonna keep
yeah,
going and looking at all the videos.
because there'll be another waterfall,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
interesting. That's interesting. From technology perspective, um, I think that, like social media, what it's done to people is, it's entertaining. I'm not saying it's all bad, right? There, and
Mhm.
people, and like Facebook, of course, we use it. That's where we've met. There's things we can talk about. If there's business we can get, but you can just get sucked into it so bad,
Absolutely.
and that's exactly what they're trying to do.
Well, and like that's the thing too, like there's so many good times when I have benefited from social media, like my business, the people I get to work with,
hmm
the people I've connected with. But like the first thing that comes to mind is like I had a major surgery, I want to say 3 years ago, where I was in the most amount of pain I've been in my entire life for probably like 7 days straight. And social media got me through that pain. Like I needed a constant distraction.
Yeah.
I needed to scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll to be distracted from that pain because it was so excruciating. So, and I was so grateful to have social media during that time to be able to just scroll. So it always, there's always some plus side to it too. So.
Is it,
Yeah.
was it Facebook or do you use a different one?
No, that was when I had an Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah. So I
Yeah.
was scrolling Instagram. I can't tell you what I was looking at because it's just you don't remember
You
it,
didn't even
but
care, and you
yeah.
you were
I
literally
was just
like,
like I just don't
out.
want to feel the pain I'm in
Yeah.
right now.
Algorithm, take me away.
Yep, exactly.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Um, going back to what you're talking about, that you hired someone to do systems.
Mhm.
Do you have any systems like now?
It's funny because when people
Besides your
say
piece of paper on the wall.
I would say probably not because when people also that's the thing though, like when people say systems, I think it's almost too much of a broad concept for me to really grasp and understand what people even mean by that. Even though I logically know that everything we do and why we do it and how we do it in the sense is a system.
Great.
But in terms of being able to zoom out on the things I do, besides my little sticker tracker, I couldn't be like, this is a system of things that I do, and this is why I do it and how I do it. Um, and I think that's why I have like this willy-nilly all over the place thing, especially like on my laptop, where I'm always hunting things down. I'm always like coming up with new things all the time. And then I'm like, oh, I found that file a couple weeks later in a random spot, like all this stuff. So I'm just like, okay, I need someone who can like, I can tell them the things I do, and they can be like, okay, I'm gonna create this for you, and then this and this, and this is how you're gonna do it all, and how it all fits together. So you could say I have a system, but I couldn't tell you exactly what.
You mentioned like getting the stickers. Um,
Yeah,
is that important to you? Like,
it's so important. Yeah, because I get
yeah.
like a dopamine rush. I get a little dopamine when I like got my little sticker tracker, and also I feel like for me it's really beneficial with helping. I think you understand like with your marketing business, it's a long game.
Yep.
You don't just like log on Facebook every day and you got like 20 people messaging you and all that. So it's almost like if I get on Facebook and I do my marketing and I'm done, I'm like waiting for this reward. Whether that's a comment on my post, whether that's someone messaging me, but a lot of days that doesn't come. So for me to be able to put a sticker on the wall, that's my brain signaling to me, you've been rewarded, you are done, you get to move on, and you get to move on to the next task without being energy lingering in this one. Does that make sense?
It makes total sense.
Yeah.
I actually started delaying posting my Facebook posts. So I don't do them immediately. I schedule them like an hour in the future.
Okay.
So, because I'll get busy doing something else instead of,
Yeah.
did I get a like? Did I get a comment? Did
Yep.
I?
Yep. I get it. I
Because then
get
start
it.
worrying about, did I misspell something? Did I, you know?
Yep.
And so I now do it like an hour in the future because then I'm usually wrapped up in something else and I move on. I don't have a sticker, but I like electronic things because I think that's the world I'm in. But it's the same concept. Like
Mhm.
I need a reward. I need to check something off. I need to move it to a different column. If
Mhm.
you use trackers like that. Stuck in, thinking about your piece of paper and the systems. I think I've used every single way of tracking work there is, and I still don't like the one I'm using now. So,
Yeah. Well, I've tried those digital organizers like Trello. I've
yeah,
tried
yeah,
Notion.
oh,
None of it ever worked for me until I like went manual.
yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm currently using Trello to
Mm,
organize like the workflow, but I take it off and just actually put it on digital sticky notes
yeah.
to
I
actually
think I
to
could probably get
yeah.
more behind that. I feel
Yeah.
like a digital sticky note.
Yeah, because Trello's kind of where, I move things around and organize and put things that I'm going to get to later. And then the stuff I'm actually going to do, I was using sticky notes, but then they would fly off my laptop. So I'd be like, okay, they have these digital sticky notes. So I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
okay, I'll do. And that's been pretty effective. Although I think I started with two and I think I'm up to six now. So
There
that's
you
even
go.
kind of not working very well. But
Yeah.
I was thinking about your reward system. Have you ever like played video games?
One time in eighth grade, so yes, I played video games. One time in eighth grade for a 2 week stint, I played Call of Duty for like 12 hours a day, every day, because my friend left her Xbox at my house. But also, I grew up with my cousins, who are all boys, and all of their friends who are all boys. So they would all come over. We'd be like, how old were we? Like starting at as little as like probably six. I would say this is from like year six until year 12 or so. They would all come over, bring their TVs, bring their Xbox, and we would do like a campaign or whatever
Uh-huh.
and
Yeah,
play
yeah.
Call, or not Call of Duty, play Halo.
Halo,
We'd play
yep.
Halo and we'd be set up in all every bedroom, the living room, all over the place, and we would all play Halo for, I don't know, we'd drink Mountain Dew and eat Doritos and do that for like 8 hours. So it was fun.
Yeah, the reason I thought about that, because that's video games, right? That's your
Yeah.
dopamine hit. I upped a
Oh yeah.
level. I got the statistic, it made a noise, boom, when I blew something up. And so
Yeah.
that's how people are rewarded with video games.
I'm
I,
actually a non I don't really do any, people are very surprised when I say I don't watch TV, I don't watch Netflix. I go through a phase. I was in one, I want to say it was around Christmas time. I was in a phase where I watched a whole season of this one show in like 2 days, and then I probably won't do that again until like next winter sometime. But other than that, so I just resubscribed to Netflix for probably a month,
okay,
and then
yeah.
I delete it. And other than that, I'm just a reader, I'm a writer, but I can't even watch movies. I can't watch TV because I have such vivid dreams that it infiltrates my dreams and it keeps me up all night long. I think that's another reason I can't do scrolling on social media either. It's like it just infiltrates everything and I don't sleep.
Yeah, I know I could relate to that.
Yeah,
Honestly. Yeah.
yeah. And if I am gonna watch a TV show, it has to be before like 2 p.m. Otherwise, again, I'm up all night dreaming about it.
Yeah, I am pretty selective about what I kind of want intake. I'm like I'll watch something and be like, "Oh, I don't want that."
Yeah.
Like I just watched a show and it was okay. Like my wife, we looking for something to watch. I'll watch TV with her because she likes to watch TV and it's fun to hang out with her.
Hmm.
Um, and it was a show about a guy who owned a business, rich guy, and his kids were going to kind of take over the business, and so they were fighting on who gets what position and so on. And they were all just so mean to each other. I was like,
Hmm. Yeah.
I don't want that.
There's a better use of energy.
Like I just,
Yeah.
first of all, they're all swearing at each other just constantly, and
Yeah.
you're like, I guess that I'm gonna, no, I don't want to be, I wouldn't want to be around those people like in real
I
life. So,
agree.
and I don't find it very compelling to understand. I mean, unless it's Call of Duty and they're all gonna shoot each other soon.
Yeah.
I've checked out because it's like 3 seasons.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was just ugly. I just didn't like it. It was ugly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I get that.
interesting. Well, cool. Are you ready for the rapid fire questions?
Let's do it.
What's a bucket list item you haven't done yet?
Oh, I really want to go scuba diving. I've never scuba dived. I get a little panicky even when I snorkel, but I love snorkeling. I just kind of have to like settle into it a little bit. But scuba diving, I want to scuba dive at least once in my life. Not a, maybe in a low shark populated area.
I did the snuba. Have you ever heard of that? Where
I was just down in the BVI's last month and I saw the snuba signs.
yeah, because I mean, it's like you don't bring the air with you. It's up on there.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was a little panicky.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I'd be more nervous doing that than like actual scuba diving.
Yeah, I went down and it's like, okay, there was no time to relax. It was like a tour, right? So they like get in, start moving, move around.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, this is interesting. I didn't really enjoy it that
Yeah.
much. It was kind of cool. It was cool, but I didn't
Yeah.
really, yeah. I love to snorkel too. So, all right.
Me too.
Oh, here's one that you might get into. What's one book everyone should read?
So I am a huge like dystopian sci-fi reader. I'm currently reading the Silo series. Who's it by? Hugh Howey. Really good. There's 3 books in that. And then, but my favorite series ever is the Red Rising series by, what's his name? Something Brown, maybe? I think his last name might be Brown. It's so good. There's like, I think he's the last and final book is predicting to possibly come out this summer. So I'm almost tempted to like start from the very beginning and just like catch up on everything. But I think it might be the seventh or eighth book, and that will be the final one. But
Interesting.
yeah, you got to read
Well,
them if you're
well,
into that sort of thing. I mean, each book, it's like it's a book, but yeah.
What
My favorite.
what attracts you to dystopian? I like it too. So,
I think it's just like it's otherworldly and it's also like kind of like suffocating in this like very scary way, but like it's not real, but even though it's like kind of comparable to what's going on now, which is real, but yeah, just like world building, like generating things that your brain like can't even like comprehend or would never think up itself. But like here someone like created this crazy story in their mind that you then get to consume. But yeah, it's just like it's insane, like what like the human imagination, what they can think up and create. I think it's fascinating.
yeah, I
Like
read
the
a
Silo series too that I'm reading. I don't know if you read it. It's like kind of suffocating and I think a lot of people it would like scare them a little
I
bit.
I definitely think so. I read a book one time. It was actually on like Amazon. They said, "Oh, you can get free book like because it's a first time author type of thing,"
Yeah.
and it was a book about that the birth rate was had fallen just dramatically. Like women weren't able to get
Yeah.
pregnant anymore, and so they imprisoned all the women to take care of them.
Yeah.
And of course,
Yeah.
they're trying to get out, and that was yeah, and it makes you like think,
Yeah.
would it really come to
Those are
that?
the books that I like reading though. So
Yeah, they're great.
yeah. Yeah.
Cool. This will be interesting. I'm interested in this one. If technology could solve
Okay.
one problem perfectly, what would it be?
World peace. I just want like a happy humanity. Like
Okay.
just end suffering. Like I want people to be happy, at peace, but I don't want to be like cynical, but I don't see that happening through technology.
Does Yeah, it does not seem that people are inclined to that.
No.
Yeah, people are
No, not
yeah,
unfortunately not. There's a
no.
lot of hurt people.
Yeah.
A lot of
People have
hurt
a
people.
tendency to do wrong things.
Yeah.
I guess that's Star Trek. I don't know if you've ever gotten into that. That were
No,
presum
I actually haven't.
presumably, I mean, if you look at what Star Trek does, they've all disease is gone. They just like boop, and you're cured,
Yeah.
and they've decided, well, we're just going out to all these other worlds to see what they're like, because our world is just sort of yeah, you know.
Yeah.
And then they get enemies, right?
Yeah.
The
I'll
Romulans
have to
want to
watch it
destroy
though.
them, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I should watch it
but
though.
as far as their world, it's all pretty good, Like they
Yeah.
live in all sorts of different species, everyone kind of gets along. So yeah, it's Star Trek's a little like
Yeah.
that.
That sounds
All
nice.
right. If you had the chance to go to outer space, would you?
Oh, why does that feel weird to answer? I'm like, I don't know. I guess I actually haven't thought about that. Um, I think I'd like to go as far as you need to be able to float, and then I'd be cool with coming back.
Yeah, you want the
Yeah.
zero gravity.
Yeah. As much as I like traveling and like new things and experimenting and like change, I'm also like a very much a like person of comfort. And I think that would be a little too outside my comfort zone. So, that's like a yes, but like very specific circumstances.
Yeah, I would think I would be interested if it was more like sci-fi, right? That if you could get up
Yeah.
there and then it was you would go light speed to Mars, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be cool.
5 seconds to Mars. Okay, sure.
That would be cool.
Might as well. All right. Here's the final question. It's a little bit more complicated, but so
Okay.
you've just unlocked the f final level of life's game. Every challenge, every boss battle conquered. What's the single most valuable power up you'd pass on to the next player who's starting?
Single most valuable power up. Can you explain the video game terminology?
Yeah. So you're at life, like you're in business, your personal life, where you live. You've done it all. Like you've
Okay.
gotten there. Um, what would you, and based upon what you know now, right? You have your skill
Okay.
set. It's going to evolve and so on. And you've
Okay.
defeated all the challenges. You got money in the bank, you everything. What would you, what like personal property, or like part of your personality would you want to pass on or piece of knowledge to the next person?
I think just like general and like looking at my own journey, I think just finding enjoyment in the journey and finding presence in the journey. Because I think that's the thing that I find the most valuable as I'm in it. When you're like working for towards all the things you want, all the things you want to create, the people you want to meet, like you can yearn and work towards that so much, but like you also have to enjoy like where you're at right now, no matter where you're at right now, and like be okay with that and yeah, just be in the present because like that's all that really exists right now.
Yeah, I know.
But that's like also the hardest part about it. Like that's so much harder than actually just hustling and working towards the things I want. It's actually like enjoying it while I'm in it right now, whether I have it or not.
Yeah,
I
especially
don't know
like
if tomorrow's gonna happen.
yeah, especially like entrepreneur, right?
Yeah.
Business people, like, we're like, when I get to eight figures, man,
Yeah.
that's gonna be great, and I need to do X, Y, Z, and then it's like, well, then what am I gonna do? I
Yeah.
mean, you really want to enjoy
Yeah.
that.
I
Well, did
agree.
I
I
have the
mean, like
moments?
when I
Did
first got
I?
in business, like it's like I just gotta get that first client.
Yeah,
And then when you get that first client, it's like, oh, well, like I need many
yeah.
more clients.
Now
And
we
then
need
you get all
five,
the,
right?
yeah, it's like you're always, it always keeps going up, always. So,
Well, cool. Well,
yeah,
thank you for your time. That was a good
yeah.
interview.
Thanks for having me. This is a great conversation.
It was.